I need to be stopped. Hey, what's up? My name is Daniela and welcome to a new video. Today we're doing a book haul and I have 12 books to talk to you about that I hauled in February, which is way too much for me. I don't usually haul that much in a month, but most of them were for free, and we're going to keep a little tally while I go through these books on how much I actually spend on them, just for funsies. In this haul I will include all of the physical books, ebooks, audiobooks and library books that I acquired in the month of February. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first one is something that I'm probably the most excited about, and that is Begin Again by Hallie Acton. So this is one of those contemporary books with a bit of a speculative element. So we have our main character Frankie, and she's kind of unsatisfied in her life, but before she can figure out what to do about it, she is offered the chance to revisit some key moments of her life and see what would happen if she made different decisions at those times. So this seems very much in the vein of The Midnight Library by Matt Haig or The Husbands by Holly Gramazio, and these books with me are very much a hit or a miss. So I didn't like The Midnight Library, but I absolutely loved The Husbands, and I'm still very intrigued about this kind of promise. So I just hope that the author delivers on it and it's the good kind of this plot. I got this book for a store credit in a secondhand bookstore where I buy and sell a lot of books, so the tally remains 0. Actually, the whole next bunch of books are books that I got for store credit, so I will just tell you once I spent some money. And then the next one is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. This is a young adult contemporary book that was very popular when I first started watching booktube. It was published in 2017, so quite a few years ago, but I've been intrigued about it, and then I saw it at the bookstore and I had a credit, so I got it. This sounds like it's going to be a pretty hard-hitting young adult contemporary. So we have Ramona, and she is dealing with a complicated family situation, and she's also figuring out her sexuality. She ends up falling for someone she didn't expect to fall for, so lots of finding yourself and figuring out your identity. Then we have Noteworthy by Riley Redgate, and this is a very similar story. Also came out in 2017. Also a young adult contemporary that I heard people recommending back then on booktube. And our main character Jordan attends a school for performing arts, and she's trying to prove herself, but no one will give her a chance. So she tries to join this a cappella group, but all of them are male, so I think she tries to join as a boy, and then it's also about questioning her identity, I assume, and it's definitely queer. It says she's a girl / guy in a guy's world. It sounds fun. I love that there's the music element, and yeah, I hope I will love it. Still, for the store credit, I started stocking up on some Christmas reads, because now when I could get them for free, why wouldn't I? Like, I will be ready for Christmas. So the first one I got is 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. So this is a young adult Christmas contemporary romance book that I've been interested in for years. And in this we follow Sophie, and her boyfriend just broke up with her before Christmas, and she is spending Christmas at her grandparents' house, and there is a lot of family, and they devise a plan to set her up on 10 blind dates. It sounds like fun, so once December comes, I will be ready. And the second Christmas book I got was The Christmas Swap by Talia Samuels, and this is a sapphic romance, and I think it has basically the same exact plot as Make You Mine This Christmas. So we have Margot, a businesswoman who wants a break outside of London, and then we have Ben, who kind of wants to bring a woman home so that, you know, his family leaves him alone, and so they come together to their family house, and there Margot falls in love with Ben's sister Ellie. Very much looking forward to this one. Yeah, my Christmas list is shaping up to be really nice already. And then the last book I got for free, I think, at least the physical book, is Hang the Moon by Alexandria Belfleur. So this is book 2 in the Written in the Star series, and I read book 1 in January. It was a sapphic romance and I really enjoyed it. And I kind of thought that all of the books in the series were sapphic romances, and they are not, but anyway, I'm continuing with the series. So in this volume we follow Brandon, who is one of our main characters from book 1, brother. And then we have Annie, who is Brandon's sister best friend. And Brandon has had a crush on her since they were kids, but they were living in different cities as adults. But now they are finally in the same city. Annie's not really looking for a romance right now, and she remembers Brandon to be this dorky kid, but then they see each other and she realizes that he's kind of hot now, so, you know, maybe. Then I have two library books that I want to mention. So we have Bride by Ellie Hazelwood. This is her paranormal romance between a werewolf and a vampire, and they have to get married for political reasons to keep the peace. I've already decided this, but I haven't made it too far, and I am a little bit nervous about this because while I loved The Love Hypothesis by Ellie Hazelwood, paranormal romance isn't necessarily something that I gravitate towards all of the time. So yeah, we will see how I will fare with it. And I paid €1 for the library hold, and I technically didn't pay it in February because I had prepaid credit, but I did pay that to read this book, so we're going to count this. And the second book I got from the library is I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue, and this is a book that I've been really intrigued about. So in this book we follow Jolene, and she kind of hates her coworkers, doesn't want to know much about them, but then she accidentally gains access to all of their emails, and as she is digging through them, she uncovers something really unexpected. The blurb says, darkly funny with a brilliant premise, think The Office but for burnout millennials. And yeah, as someone who works in a corporate office, I am here for it. Then I got one ebook in February, and that was The Baby Dragon Cafe by Amna Qureshi. So this is a cozy fantasy romance. It says that it's for fans for Legends and Lattes and Pumpkin Spice Latte. I absolutely loved Legends and Lattes, and it sounds like this book is really trying to hop on that trend. It has really abysmal rating on Goodreads. It has 3.26. So I'm not expecting much from it, but the things that people have been saying about it haven't deterred me enough, and I have a video idea for this book to include in. So yeah, it was €1 or $1. I still want to read it. Then I also got two audiobooks, so I currently have an Audible deal, so I'm paying $1 for a month, and there was a sale that you get two audiobooks for 1 credit, so 2 books for $1. And so I got A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. So admittedly, I don't know much about this book, but I previously read 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, and I absolutely loved it, and I knew that I wanted to read this book ever since I heard about it. It says that it is a modern day fairy tale, and it's a romance between a musician and a florist, and they share a soulmate connection told through the history, art, and the magic of Harlem. Honestly, sounds amazing. Can't wait to read it. I kind of did say that I didn't want to read or like listen to other genres than non-fiction much, because I can't always focus that well on fiction when I listen to it, but we will give it a try. Hopefully it will work out. And then I also got The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ali Carter. So this is a mystery novel that I've been really intrigued about, and it's about a famous mystery writer who goes missing 2 days before Christmas. I kind of didn't know that it was Christmassy, but anyway. And then we have the last book that will ruin my low budget streak a little bit, but you know what? It is totally worth it, because I got Proper Healthy by Callum Harris. So this is the second cookbook I got by him. The first one was The 20-Minute Vegan, and this book saved my meal planning and cooking routine in 2024. I absolutely love it. Made a lot of recipes from it, but still have quite a few to make, and so I knew that I absolutely had to get what I call the sequel. This is a new release. It was published in January, and it isn't super popular in the Czech Republic, so there was no way to hack it. I had to get it new, but as I said, totally worth it, and I can't wait to cook some more recipes by him featuring in this one. And there we go. Those were all of the books that I hauled in February. Have you read any of those? Should I prioritize some of those? Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!